Fishing in the area of Macedonia dates back to the earliest period since the emergence of humanity in a phase of savagery and barbarism. We have such phenomena on Lake Ohrid, as evidenced today by found fossil remains of bone ornaments and tools, which were primarily used for fishing, as evidenced today by the pile settlement in the locality of Gradišti, which is a broadcast of what happened in ancient times in the oldest lake in the Balkans and in Europe. On the shores of Lake Ohrid there was a continuous population from long ago, from prehistoric times. To survive, an important role for survival was fishing, along with hunting as the most important branch for food of the population. Fishing was an important branch of the Enhele and Desereti population that existed in this area. They caught fish with bones or hooks carved out of stone with wooden sticks and thread of vines or animal veins. The waters abounded with catching fish and wooden harpoons with bony and stone tips. Fishing was an important branch in the 4th century BC in the reign of Philip II and later during the Roman Empire. The first written records are of the historian and geographer Strabon, who wrote that one of the most beautiful fish is the trout from Lake Ohrid. Macedonia is the cradle of fly fishing in all encyclopedias in the world. In his book, De Natura Animalium, he writes the first records of fly fishing and describes how the Macedonians in the area of Macedonia catch fish with red spots with the help of artificial flies that they made themselves. In his book, Claudius also described the first fly fishing utensils, the first written records in the world of the first flies, a fishing rod and a fishing line. In the time of Tsar Samuel, the fish from Lake Ohrid were exploited and the fishermen paid taxes. That is why Teofilit Ohridsky testifies. In the time of Tsar Dushan in 1337 we have written information which indicates that Tsar Dushan conducted and gave hunting grounds with 7 fishermen from Lake Ohrid to the church Parapleta. These data testify that in different time periods in these areas there is a continuity of fishing. An important period for fishing is the Ottoman period, in which the fish from the lake were given on concession for a period of 2 to 4 years and were divided into scaffolding, for which the fishermen paid a fee for fishing. In that period fishing was the most important branch and was the most developed. The settlements in that period on Lake Ohrid, Dozhran and Prespa were typically fishing, and the main activity for subsistence was fishing. In these settlements the fish were dried and the prey or the catch was divided. Fishing played an important role in the existence of fishing settlements in the period between the 2 world wars. After the Second World War, the first fishing economic cooperatives were formed, where fishermen took a certain course and obtained fishing licenses, and some legal norms were set. The number of fishermen was continuously increasing because the main livelihood was fishing as the main industry. The great history and the importance of fishing in this area are also indicated by the distant ones as labyrinths, i.e. buildings for eel fishing in Ohrid and Struga. And for fishing on Lake Dozhran, which is a remnant of the former Pion Lake, also known as Strymon Lake and belongs to the so-called a Pionian group of natural Balkan lakes dating back millions of years. There are many records and testimonies of fishing. Fishing on Lake Dozhran has always been the main economic activity of the local population. In the past, in the world scientific literature, the lake was presented as one of the most productive lakes in Europe. Dozhran Lake is also known for its unique way of fishing. From ancient times the locals have used reeds in various ways, including fishing. Large quantities of reeds were used to make special fish traps, with different shapes, designs and sizes such as mandra, naseka and funta. The fishermen also catch water birds whose primary feathers are cut and kept close to the mandra. These birds are actually used as hunters of fish in fishing traps. This old fishing technique is very effective because 20,000 to 30,000 kilograms of fish can be caught in just one way. As a continuation of the great history and important role of fishing in Macedonia, in Ohrid there is a day dedicated to fishing. It is Fisherman's Day on January 21, where the whole of Ohrid lives in an old tradition and in the spirit of fishermen, with an event followed by many fisheries. On this day the fishermen start hunting for trout after spawning. During this time period, commercial fishing with nets was present and modern recreational fishing appears in the period after the Second World War. The fishermen were divided into 3 groups that hunted different species of fish, some fishing for trout, others eels in the remote, and third, carp, or as it was then called, whitefish or wild fish. Fishing rod fishing in this area dates from the dawn of human existence to the present day. This fishing evolves and over time grows into modern fishing with various types of reeds, baits and other fishing equipment are now called recreational sport fishing. The Republic of Northern Macedonia has a horizontal area of 25,713 square kilometers and a real topographic area of 32,270 square kilometers. The border of the Republic of Northern Macedonia is exactly 850 kilometers long. The border crosses 18 mountains, 8 of which are over 2,000 meters high, then through 6 valleys and 3 lakes. Because it is mainly mountainous, Northern Macedonia has an average height of 1,295 meters. The average altitude of the Republic of Northern Macedonia is 832 meters. It is among the tallest countries in Europe. The total length of the entire drainage network of rivers, streams, creeks, occasional watercourses and ravines in the Republic of Northern Macedonia is an extraordinary 48,300 kilometers, or more than the volume of the Earth. In the Republic of Northern Macedonia there are about 1,600 watercourses with a total length of 11,650 kilometers, of which 4 rivers on the territory of Northern Macedonia are longer than 100 kilometers, namely the rivers Vardar, Bregalnica, Black River and Treska. Their total length is 875 kilometers. Then follow 6 rivers with a length of 50 to 100 kilometers such as Pachina, Kriva Reka, Strumica, Babuna, Radica and Zlatovska Reka. The total length of these 6 rivers is 402 kilometers. As many as 72 rivers are between 20 to 50 kilometers long, starting from the Boshava and Topolka rivers with 49.5 kilometers each, to the Pesichanska River with exactly 20 kilometers. The total length of these 72 watercourses is 1,965 kilometers. In our country, 810 watercourses are longer than 5 kilometers and their total length together with the previously mentioned is 9,450 kilometers. The territory of the Republic of Northern Macedonia in terms of hydrography belongs to 3 main sea basin areas, namely the Aegean 86.9%, Adriatic 12.9% and very little of the Black Sea Basin 0.2%. The Aegean catchment area includes the catchment area of the river Vardar and its tributaries 20,535 square kilometers, the catchment area of the river Strumica with 1,535 square kilometers, the catchment area of the river Lebnica with 129 square kilometers. The river Lebnica is a tributary of the river Struma and the basin of Dozhran Lake with 120 square kilometers. The Adriatic catchment area is represented by the Black Drim River Basin with 3,350 square kilometers along with the Ohrid and Prespa Lakes watershed. Through these hydrographic corridors that belong to the basins of the Aegean, Adriatic and in a very small part of the Black Sea, on average, a little over 9 billion cubic meters of water flow through the year. Of that water wealth, about 6 billion cubic meters of water annually leaves Northern Macedonia through the rivers Vardar, Black Drim, Strumica, Dvorishka Reka, Lebnica and very little through Binačka Morava to the north. The total average area of all water bodies in the Republic of Northern Macedonia is 598.5 square kilometers or 2.3% of the total area of the country. From this area the 3 large lakes cover 482.9 square kilometers or 80.7%. Rivers cover 31.1 square kilometers or 5.2%, while other natural and artificial lakes cover 84.5 square kilometers or 14.1%. The smaller natural lakes, mainly glacial, cover an insignificant area of only 0.58 square kilometers. The remaining 83.9 square kilometers are artificial lakes. Apart from the 3 largest tectonic natural lakes in the Republic of Northern Macedonia, there are about 40 glacial natural lakes located on high mountains at an altitude of 1,600 to 2,500 meters. The number of reservoirs may never be specified for the simple reason that there is no clear demarcation between a lake on one side and a puddle, whirlpool and similar small water basins on the other. Today their number is 318 reservoirs, of which 206 are built for any of their functional purposes such as water supply, irrigation, utilization of hydroelectric potential and fisheries, while 112 reservoirs are created by various human activities in nature, exploitation of natural resources, sand, various types of ore. In the Republic of Northern Macedonia there are a total of 24 large reservoirs whose volume exceeds 1 million cubic meters of water. The distribution of these reservoirs by statistical regions is as follows. Vardar region has 3 lakes: Mladost, Vodocha, Turia and Pajlurtsi. Eastern region has 4 lakes: Mavrovica, Kalimanci, Ratesko and Gradci. Southwest region has 4 lakes: Kozyak, Sveta Peka, Debar and Globachica. Southeast region has 4 lakes: Mantovo, Vodocha, Turia and Paljurtsi. In Pelagonia region there are 4 lakes: Strezevo, Prilip, Suvodol and Tikvaj. There is 1 lake in the Palag region, Mavrovo Lake. In the northeast region there are 2 lakes: Glaznya and Lipkovo, and there is 1 lake in the Skopje region, namely Lake Matka. The largest artificial lakes are Lake Kozyak on the river Treska and Tikvaj Lake on Black River, Mavrovo Lake on Mavrovska River and Debar Lake on the river Black Drim. All these lakes have an area of 13 to 14 square kilometers, and a maximum depth of about 100 meters. From the above it follows that in the Republic of Northern Macedonia there are about 70 larger or smaller natural lakes and about 120 artificial lakes, which means that the total number of lakes is about 190 to 200 lakes. Moreover, only Lake Ohrid has more water than all other lakes combined. Many of these water areas are attractive for fishing and they are caught with different types of fishing techniques and baits that will be specially presented in this project. Fishing tourism in the Republic of Northern Macedonia is a project that is financially supported by the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Water Economy of the Republic of Northern Macedonia.